Okay, this video is about renewable energy resources. So a renewable energy resource is an energy resource that is being made at the same rate that it is being used. And to consider these different renewable energy resources. It's a long list, so let's get cracking. Okay, number 1 on my hit list, wind. There's a fart joke in here somewhere. So, wind turbines turn due to the force of the wind acting on them, and they turn our generator, generates electricity. So, what's good about them? Well, they do not pollute, and they have minimal running costs. However, some people might argue that they ruin the view, and you need roughly 1,500 wind turbines to replace one coal power station. That's a lot of space. Another big disadvantage of wind turbines is obviously they are weather dependent. That means on your Saturday night, you're ready to watch BGT, wind turbines powering your TV can't cope with the extra demand. Next on our list is solar power. Solar power uses radiation from the sun and converts it into electricity. And to suggest solar power as a viable energy resource feels a bit like some kind of sick joke as I film this in the midst of winter. And that is a disadvantage of solar power. You can only generate electricity during the day and when you have enough sunlight. So solar panels tend to be used for small-scale electricity generation. They can be very useful for this though on devices such as calculators, which sadly makes me very happy. Next, we're going to talk about our water-related energy resources, starting with hydroelectricity. Basically, build a dam and flood an area, not sounding great so far, and release the water at a controlled rate. Water turns turbines, turns the generator, out pops electricity. So again, no pollution, minimal running costs, and they can actually immediately respond to increased demand. So you can watch your Saturday night TV without interruption. However, arguably, they are unsightly and you do get a loss of habitats due to the flooding. Okay, similar but different, we have our tidal power. Again, you need to build a dam. When the tide is high, the water fills up the estuary, a height of several meters. It's held back by the barrage, and then very similar to hydroelectric power, you let that water out at a controlled rate. Obviously, this is quite reliable as tides have to happen twice every single day. No pollution and minimal running costs. However, there is damage to wildlife, people's view, and of course, a blockage to any boats trying to get through. Final energy resource on our hit list, biofuels. So this is fuel made from plant products or animal dung. Yep, animal poop. You then burn this to generate electricity or to fuel cars. I think it's McDonald's that advertises that their cars run on the leftover cooking oil. Anyway, it's reliable because you can grow crops all year round. It's technically CO2 neutral because the crops absorb CO2 when they're being grown and then release it back into the atmosphere when you burn them. However, growing crops for biofuel means less space and water to grow crops for food. That could be a big problem. Also, methane can be released when you're burning the animal dung. So, which resources do we actually use to generate our electricity? Most of our electricity is produced from fossil fuels or nuclear power. However, due to the damaging effects of non-renewable energy resources on the environment, and the fact that they were going to run out, people are looking towards using more renewable energy resources to generate electricity. However, it's not only the environmental issues that are considered when deciding which energy resources to use. We have to consider economic factors, like how much each of these different energy resources costs, and social factors, like ruining people's views, being too noisy, land use. Hope you found that helpful. Please do like and subscribe. Please do download the notes for all of those different energy resources, their advantages and disadvantages.